So this is actually a good sign of things changing. We're back to the paying over asking price. Lots of people interested in the same deal. I think that's another indicator. I've also heard this in my local market that we're steering the corner. And honestly, it's going to take just one small catalyst to boom the market again. Now, what I've never done a video about, which is why I've used this comment to mention it, is when you are in this frenzy that we've probably just gone through over the last couple of years on trying to buy a deal, and if you don't get your offer secured, people are overpaying, over offering, then you find yourself maybe considering doing the same. And my advice is never do that. There's been a couple of sentences that I've always used, and that was really when I was talking to investors, when I had more investors than I had deals, back in the early days when I started Grace Charles Property. And one of the best ways of hanging on to an investor was that we weren't just churning lots and lots of deals to meet the investor's demands. We were still very strict in our geographical location, our target market, and the price that we were paying. And I think today you'll see a lot of my copycats who have tried to enter the same market, tried to replicate what I did on a massive scale, and they've never been able to do it. One, because they were trying to copy me instead of learn it themselves. And secondly, we were so strict on purchase price, and these idiots haven't been. They're paying 250, 260, 270, 300 for houses which I will literally only pay maximum of 230, and I've just picked one up for 200,000. And when we had an investor, you would also keep them on the phone. You always keep in contact, even though you didn't have a deal going on, but they were ready to go with funds. And when you kept them waiting for a deal, it was as if you were trying to literally fight them off, begging you to do a deal or go out there and find another deal. And it would have been so easy to go and start buying properties at a higher price or in a different market. But what I used to say to investors was that there's not many guarantees in property. In fact, there's hardly any guarantees. But what I have found is that there will always be another deal. So even if you might find yourself losing deals, especially in the frenzy that we just went through, people overpaying, you sitting around wasting time, offering, viewing, and nothing ever comes of it, don't worry, because there will always be another deal. And if you didn't get caught up in the frenzy, you will now be having your cake and eating it, literally as I am. I've always said that I don't have a mortgage and I don't get a mortgage because I have enough cash to buy all of the deals that I want to buy. However, over the last few weeks, that's been wrong. I've literally allocated all of my cash out to deals that I have secured, which I think are life-changing deals, great deals. And I'm now having to consider turning some away because I can't overstretch myself for the next 3 months. In the next few weeks, money starts coming in through refinance. Every month I could buy another deal with my cash flow from my rental portfolio. But the worst thing that you can do when it's a buyer's market and there are so many deals is overstretch yourself. And don't feel that you are going to miss out on being successful by missing out on one deal.